Okay, looks like we're finally going to get that rain we asked for in Seattle, day 3. I start the day off in my hotel. I have my delicious coffee from the hotel and the book I brought along to read, Slaughterhouse-Five, very good book, entertaining. This hotel's nice. It is Citizen M in Pioneer Square. A little pricey, but very modern. If you take a peek at this pan around the little lounge area, comfortable and quaint. And I was still on East Coast time, so I was able to get up early every morning and have a little coffee. Now we got outside. We're in a little alleyway. I don't know why. I'm probably headed over to Cafe Umbria, which was my routine during this week. Get a nice shot of that tall building that I forgot the name. Very nice downtown. If you look up, it's a really beautiful area. All right, now we're down in the tunnel, catching the, what do you call that, light link rail, which is strange. These may be out of order. I don't remember which. I think this is still Pioneer Square. Sprague was the name of the street that I grew up on, so I took a picture of that and I'm sharing that with you. So yeah, we're still down in Pioneer Square here. I don't know what any of that says. Maybe you can translate. And here's Chief Seattle. I don't know anything about him. He's an intimidating figure. We're down where that totem pole is. Nice little design, little landmark here. Pioneer Square. Like this bench. Never seen anything like that. Here's some of the Valentine's Day. I was there in June, so I don't know why these are still up, but they're nice to look at. Okay, we finally made it down to to catch the rail. It's the Pioneer Square station. There is a guard that patrols the area, maybe one or two. Make sure there's no shenanigans. I think today we're headed up to Westlake. Here I am, enjoying the ride. Fast travel. Okay, we're up at Westlake. Very artistic little, what do you call this? Not a shelter, but the station, right? It's more artistic than the Pioneer Square one, which is cool. Very nice. Once you get up top there, it's really confusing how to get out or where you're going. Yeah, I appreciated the artwork. Down on the street here, Victrola. Okay, this is one of the coffee shops that I wanted to visit. I had pinpointed a lot of the best coffee shops in the areas where I would be. So this place is nice. There's a truck going by now. It ended up being like a nice Starbucks. They're very similar to Starbucks in here. You'll see from the layout, the little display, very Starbucky. This is in the kind of center of downtown. But the drinks were good, nothing to complain about. The area was nice. It's got these giant windows where you can just sit and be looked at by everyone else. And people watch. They were playing some good music. I forgot. Whoever, one of the gals who was one of the baristas in control of the music there, she was just playing 80s, and I was digging it. I probably won't have the audio here for you to hear it. But then she was also dressed like an extra from Streets of Fire, and I told her that she hadn't seen the movie, so I recommended it. Okay, we're down at Westlake Center. It's a big mall here where you can catch the monorail. It's not that big of a mall. It's a mall. It's like their mall. I don't know. It's not that big though. Yep, monorail station. So you got to go into the mall and up on the top floor, catch the monorail, and you pay with your Orca card here, or you can buy a ticket. And the monorail, so it goes from Westlake Center here to I forget. Excuse me, I'm about to burp. I forget the name of the center where the Space Needle and MoPop is, but that's where it goes, and then it goes back. It travels, just goes that way, and then it comes back. But it's a nice little, it's nice little feature. You get a lot of tourism to the Space Needle and MoPop, so it makes sense to have a quick way to head over there from downtown. Seattle Center, okay, that's the name of it.
Welcome to Seattle Center Monorail. Please take a seat or hold on to the handrail. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the ride.
we'll say there's a couple of spots. There's a couple of spots where this monorail will hit a tree or almost hit a building. It's really interesting, but the view is pretty incredible. I mean, it's not incredible. It's pretty cool. It's not like amazing or anything. If you're going to Seattle, I recommend it. You'll probably be going to the Space Needle and MoPop, so you'll probably get on this anyway. It was not this crowded. I think this was a Friday afternoon, but when I went back on my second trip, I went on the weekend and that thing was jammed. So be prepared.
Now arriving at Seattle Center Station.
Really cool. There's a monorail. Monorail. Should plug in the Simpsons tune. Only time I had heard of a monorail was on The Simpsons, and I actually got to ride one. I am thankful. Cartoon reality is coming to mainstream 3D reality. Okay, so this is the monorail station area at the Seattle Center, and here's Monorail Man or something like that. Yeah, he is. I don't know much about him. I did not read this. I don't know. It's very dated robot, very dated AI. You have a vending machine up here where you can buy shirts, I think. And there goes the monorail back to Westlake Center to pick up more tourists. Cool. And there's two of them that operate, I think. Anyway, all right, we're at the Armory. It's got a nice little performance center inside and some eateries, some places to eat, and eatery. And there we go, Space Needle. There's that. Unfortunately for you, I did not go on it. Just didn't seem interesting to me. There's plenty of YouTube videos that show what it's like, so I didn't feel the need to go up there, especially on a rainy day. It's like, Plus, I was still salty about not paying for the city pass and having the discount of doing so many things. I didn't plan this out well. So on your trip, be sure to check out the Space Needle and get the city pass. There's a map that you can't really see because for some reason. Look at these shirts. These are great. Go back and pause it and look at those. All right, we got plush Space Needles. We got this giant orange dude. I don't know what he is a mascot of. Kind of upset now that I didn't get a shirt. This one's sick. This one's sick. Okay, we're back outside. Outside of MoPop, they have this interactive play area for kids and small adults. Jungle gym. And there's like a sound thing with bells. I was up here early enough that it wasn't crowded. I mean, when you go, it's going to be crowded, so be prepared. You better go on a weekday and early. This thing will be loaded with kids and their COVID hands, so watch out. This is cool. I didn't do too much out here. Just was admiring the giant Space Needle that I didn't get on. Sorry. And this is outside of MoPop. There's like a glass garden over here too that I barely got to see. And this is, I ran around this. It's like, see that? It's like this chime. It's like a pool ball on a string that hits a like a metal pipe, and it makes sounds, and there's different frequencies as you run around. You can hit them all. All right, let's go inside. Oh, well, it's locked. I should have taken that maybe as a sign. Said I'm at the side entrance that's locked. But anyway, we find our way into the front. Here it is, MoPop, the Museum of Popular Culture in Seattle. Choose a door here, and we're inside. All right, I'm going to be talking for about another 20 minutes, so this might get annoying, but just enjoy some of the, what's that from? I don't know, Blade Runner maybe, or something. And this is going to be very chaotic because I kind of run through and film. There's no kind of chance to like take in what you're looking at, but I'll try to help you out here. And this is like the structure of MoPop. There's an auditorium. This is all on the first level. There's a lot of like things that kind of bring you up to speed of what you're about to see. I go up the stairs, and right away there is a stop motion like animation little setup that I did not take advantage of, but definitely if you go, play around with that. Definitely a good place for kids. Next is the sound lab. Okay, so this is a giant. This is an area where you can play different instruments, and like they have rooms where you can jam, a jam room. There's no like, it's not for making sandwiches or anything. There was an elderly group here at this interactive table. I thought that was cool. I wanted to try it, but I felt like let's let them have their elderly and children first, as you'll find out in this video. There's mixing boards. People are just in their little booths here playing with, like learning about instruments and how it basically teaches you like a really brief overview of whatever instrument station you're at. It gives you a little background on it, and like it defines a lot of the terms that you hear musicians say and you have no idea what the heck it could mean. So this was like a laser beam instrument. And you figure that I rewatched this and I'm like, all right, I forgot what I did. Let me see. Okay, turn the music on. So all you have to do is wave your... Immediately I got intimidated. And I went over to this, something a little more recognizable. First off, hold up. So we're at a DJ table here. Turntables, yes. The ones and twos. Can we talk about this man they use here for this display? The George Jefferson looking dude. I just let you enjoy me kind of trying to play around with this. Yes. So I, of course, have seen, like I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I've seen Grandmaster Flash videos, so I know exactly what these are for and how to use them. Watch this. I seen Run DMC. What you mean? So I had a good time kind of messing around with this in the sound lab. I learned that little slider thing there will play whatever's
a load of garbage. A load of garbage.
Like if you go to the one side, it's playing one side of the turntable. It makes sense where they tape off the record, so they want to know where they hit the part that they want to keep playing. You see what I'm saying here? Very complicated, but very fun to mess around. Yo. And of course the TVs along the wall kind of give you a little display of the experts. There were keyboards, there were all kinds of things here. You could look at the shoes. So I kind of went through some of these displays to learn what the hell I'm messing with here. Got Alanis on here. I kind of, when I was re-watching this, when I was editing, I kind of wanted to hear that song. This was good. Watch this. Talk about really taking advantage of what you have at your disposal here. I'm really giving it a workout. There's a drum setup, completely intimidating, probably the most fun thing in the place. And then there's a history of whatever these things are. You're like, oh, check out these, what are they, mixers? There's a bunch of them on display here. Check it out. I was completely in over my head. I'm not a music guy. I love listening to it, but I know nothing about playing, as you can see. But here's a perfect place. Now, I will say, in here, there was a, look at that statue. What the hell is even that? So there's a Sound Lab sign. A class does come through here. Look at this guitar cone. Pretty cool. So a class ends up coming through, and I was like just ahead of this class, and they told me that when I was coming in. So like I was in and out of these little stations before I could beat this classroom of kids. They were running wild. I think it was the same kids from the aquarium. I don't know what these suits are. Who are these? Cardi B outfit? Okay. Interesting. There was like a Hendrix little area. There was like an area to the history of grunge. So there was this auditorium where I don't know who was playing. It was a giant screen. And it's actually at MoPop I saw in the background there. people just on these little couches kind of enjoying. It's nice. This is the exit. So I made a sharp turn away from that. Look at this little area. It's nice. There was a piece of me in this indie game revolution section. They had a lot of cool indie games, but as I was getting in here, kind of settling in, I played like one or two. That's when the kids came in, and I was just like, okay, this is for them. This isn't for me. But I highly recommend if they have this. If you're there and you're a gamer, you want to check out as many of these indie games as you can. It was a really cool setup here. Kind of got history of indie gaming. Nice little layout here. Seattle is the home of PAX, so you figure they'd have something cool like this that you could kind of enjoy. I'd say MoPop was probably $30 to get into. I think all these attractions that you'll see and do in Seattle are anywhere from 30 to 40 to maybe 50, but I think they're like 30, 35 bucks, and they're really worth it. They aren't worth it for me, but they'll be worth it for you. Trust me. You can already see that in the Sound Lab and the gaming section of this alone, you could get your $30 worth of time here, provided you go on the right day and you're not trying to beat a classroom of kids who are hot on your tails trying to get into every display that you are at. Slayaway Camp looks cool. Oh, I actually sit down and play. See, I didn't rewatch this part. I kind of like, look at that. That's cool. There's a hot dog there. Why didn't I pick the hot dog? Oh, of course. Take that guy. Halloween. I'm actually recording this on 10/26, so Halloween is right around the corner. I don't know what that means, why I brought that up, but hey. Happy Halloween. Okay, we're going to leave this area and let's see where we go to next. Oh, I actually do play a game. Hold on. I forgot all about this. Check it out. This is a point and click game that I really like the look of. And you had to kind of understand Purgatory. You could interact with, like, it's very minimal as you can see, but there was actually a lot to interact with. I like this kind of game. Like, if I made a game, I would do this. It's a lamp. You see, this point and click adventure game. Very minimal, but you have kind of options, things highlight. So if you're thinking of getting into gaming, you can just start here and make a really compelling, interesting story. It doesn't have to have all that glitz and glamour and years of studying art and design. Oh, think of the COVID on that mouse. I didn't even think of that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to edit some of this. Okay, now we had a hip hop history kind of exhibit. A lot of nice photos of people that I know and didn't recognize. I don't know who that guy is. That's MF Doom. Of course, I know him. I'm a weirdo. I don't know if this is a real mask or not, or a replica. It's very cool. It says it's his mask, so we're gonna assume that's his. They stole it. The Queen. A lot of nice pictures of people that influenced rap music, hip hop culture. So there's the RZA. We're gonna go through here and sample this exhibit for you. There's a big gentleman. Why is that even in display case? And now some, what do you call it? Iconic clothing. Yo MTV Raps jacket. Yo, I should have stole that. Oh, got Salt, Pepper, and Spin. Eric B. and Rakim. Got a lot of characters that I recognize because I'm older. Erykah Badu, Andre. LL over there, and Nas, I think. So I'm going very fast, but a Oh, rest in peace, DMX. But you can kind of see what's going on. I don't know how soon or how often they change out these exhibits. I feel like this, the grunge music, the one dedicated to Hendrix, they probably should just keep. And kind of in the Sound Lab, that probably is all staples to Big Daddy Kane, staples to the Seattle MoPop. I'm not sure. There is a red dress. There are some more turntables. Just pictures of, I don't know if these people are famous or not. I mean, come on, we're all famous. What am I saying? Now, I don't know who those two dudes are. I should, though. There's a little section of the 80s. Honoring one of the most important times as Keith Haring and someone. Is that, what's his name from Digital Underground? I'm not sure. But yeah, the 80s are a big moment. There's Basquiat and Spike Lee. 80s are a big moment in hip hop. Okay, and then we had the Nirvana section. So I don't spend as much time in here because it was, I don't know if it was more crowded, but I'm just not as big of as big of a Nirvana fan as I am a hip hop fan. Which is weird because like the music I listen to now is not hip hop, it's more alternative. I guess hip hop is alternative. Don't mind me. Just enjoy the sights. I'm sorry that you're listening to me try to figure this out on the spot here. No script, just me walking around the museum. So I don't know any of these people other than Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl. So you're gonna have to help me out. Look at that. Beat the hell out of that drum. You're going to have to help me out with some of the names here. Okay, then instantly we're in the Science Fiction Hall of Fame. Why Seattle MoPop has a Science Fiction Hall of Fame? I don't know. It makes sense. Modern popular culture, or Museum of Popular Culture. We've got some artifacts. I'm guessing these are actual things that were worn in these productions, and that can't be Iron Man's real mask. That has to be just like a replica of, like a design, a prototype they made. So it kind of just honors a lot of science fiction's pioneers and people that you should know. Mary Shelley, George Lucas, Jack Vance. I don't know Jack Vance. Maybe he's an author. See James Cameron on the wall there. So Leonard Nimoy's Spock's shirt. That is a tongue twister for me. That's Jack Vance again. So I don't know what he wrote. Maybe he wrote. There's Jean-Gerard Mobius. Of course I know him. I don't know who this Jack Vance guy is, but maybe Mobius did some designs for. I forget the name of that. Tron. Okay, we just. I was talking the whole time. I couldn't get out the X-Files badges. Philip K. Dick, who wrote Blade Runner, among other things. This is the outfit that what's her name wore. Sean Penn? It's not Sean Penn. What's her name? I don't know. I think he was the kid in Lost in Space. I'm not sure. J.R. Tolkien. I didn't think he looked like that. For some reason, I picture the director. Peter Jackson is the guy that, like, that's what I assume Tolkien looks like, but I guess I'm wrong. Like a hobbit troll-like character. Some sci-fi painters, and here's a little interactive. Not interactive. It's just a video playing, so you can learn more about history of sci-fi. Rod Serling, was he actually in? See, I don't understand why his portrait was near the Planet of the Apes guy. Here's Asimov's typewriter, supposedly. One of. I wonder if there was anything I could have, procured or lifted from these cases and taken back with me. I wonder what it would have been. A teddy bear from one of Kubrick's films. A lot of these people I did not know. They're so pioneering that I had no clue. Jules Verne, I know the name. Michael Moorcock is an artist, of course. Of course, everyone knows this. It's just so many people in the Science Fiction Hall of Fame, as you might understand. I probably would have taken this sketchbook here. I don't know. I don't know what I would have wanted. And there's the Matrix Neo. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I zoom in on it here. Just look away from this weird thing. It's like a replica of him coming out of the little pod. And then they have this giant... Everything's giant to me. Why am I using that word giant so much? They have this big... Sanitize hands. They have this big display that is a touch screen Wikipedia, basically, for all of the people that are in this exhibit. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit so you can see. But I spent a decent amount of time kind of flipping through this, just looking at the interactivity of it. Didn't read too much about it. Actually, I should have sped this up 4 times. It's only twice as fast. But you can see it's David Keith, who's in... There's no way he's in the Hall of Fame, David Keith. Or Keith David, sorry. Ain't no way. Why is he in the Hall of Fame for just Frank Frazetta? Okay, makes sense. I mean, he kind of invented a look for science fiction. He is the guy as far as art is concerned. But Keith David, I don't know. There's Jean-Gerard Mobius. Of course, I'm clicking on like a lot of the artists that I recognize. But Miyazaki's here, Nimoy, J.K. Rowling, Ridley Scott. It's something that I could have spent a lot of time. You'll see from this video, I did a lot of... Every day that I'm in Seattle, I'm taking advantage. I'm not really staying in one place, which I probably could have done. I remember this part. There's a woman sitting here watching this, and I wanted to sit down and watch it with her. But I said, that would be kind of strange. So I'm just going to watch over her shoulder and then just get up and leave. I think I took... Well, that was shown in the video earlier. Hold on, I'm taking a sip of coffee. You enjoy this. Okay, we're back outside. And you can see there's a little bit more people here. I've been in the museum for about an hour or so it filled up a little bit. Hendrix display. It's getting a little more lively. It's probably noon now. Time for me to head on out. MoPop is a very interesting, beautiful, strange building from the outside, as you can see. Is that what's his name from The Doors? I don't know. More Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Check it out. Nice. And then in the area is also this like popular... I don't know if it's an eatery or a bar. I think it's a bar. Because like you see how there's no one here? I think this is like a bar. It's like one of the popular hangouts around there. I forget the name of it. It's got a star logo. Citizen? No. I don't know. I ended up getting something, so I'm about to see the name of the place on the coffee cup, but I can't remember. Okay, it's Citizen. Star, Citizen. I don't know. I recommend it. Cool hangout. Because it got good reviews. I think I got a hot chocolate because didn't want any more coffee at this point. I was like feeling drained. I should have had water. All right, we're back out. These are one of the typical buildings you'll see in Seattle. It's very weird. There's another coffee shop. It's weird. I had a bunch of coffee shops on my list, but when you're doing a lot of walking and just sampling different coffees, it's just like, oh, it's too much. What's the name of this place? Hagen? I guess I did go inside. All the coffee shops here are very cool. It's going to be better than anything you have where you live. Unless you're in like New York or San Francisco or something, or I don't know, Toronto. Forget Me Not is a looks like a plant shop. These are all around the same area, around the Seattle center. I do like this area of Seattle. I don't know where it is, or I don't know what it's called. I want to say Queen Anne. It can't be Queen Anne. Anyway, it's a nice little architecture here. Okay, now here's one of my favorite places where the music matters. This is KEMP, I believe it's called. It's like a giant cafe, record store, radio station. They broadcast music. It's like KEXMP or EMP, something like that is the station. And they have this giant like area where people could just hang out. It's really cool. Right next to Climate Pledge Arena, where maybe the Kraken, the Sonics, sorry, not the Sonics, the Kraken, the Storm, and I don't know what the basketball team is anymore, but they play there. It's a basketball and hockey arena. And there's, in this area here, nice little fountain. I don't think I get down there. Well, I went down there. I don't know why I didn't record video of it, but I know on my second trip to Seattle, I got more of that area. It's a nice little garden area with little sea creatures. Look at this. It's a nice little area here. When I went back to Seattle in August, it was like when I was down here, it was sunny. So, of course, people all around. But so it was nice to kind of experience it in a less crowded, claustrophobic environment. There's just some more pictures of. Boy, I love that Space Needle. Didn't get up there. There's a Seattle dog that was on my mind. Oh, look at this. There's a Stegosaurus and a fountain here. This is all kind of in the same area. There's a lot to see around here, so I recommend checking out the Seattle Center. And of course, there's another bird. There's tons that I didn't do. There's the glass garden thing. You can pay to go in there. There's like glass sculptures. And then we're back on the monorail, ready to head back. There's a lot of walking, a lot.
Welcome to Seattle Center Monorail. Please take a seat or hold on to the handrail. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the ride.
There's the outside of MoPop. It almost hits MoPop as it's turning one of these corners, so I don't know how they're going to fix that. And then we're back at the hotel. So thank you for watching. This is going to be a two-parter, and bye.